Hi, my name is Rickey Ortiz, and I'm a first-year student in this SAHI program. Looking back on my first 2 weeks of my undergraduate career, I moved away and I lived in the residence hall at the University of Colorado, Colorado Springs, and it was actually extremely exciting. Like, I didn't have a negative experience. Of course, I missed my family, but I actually was able to benefit from social media. Right when I graduated high school in 2008, I joined a Facebook group called UCCS Class of 2012. So I was able to meet my roommates in the dorms 3 months before school started, talk to classmates, individuals that I had class with for that first semester, and really start to bond with my future classmates. And so it was really awesome during the first 2 weeks when school started. We were all going out to lunch already because we had been talking for so long, or going to dinner and forming study groups. Like it was just really beneficial, and I can't imagine going through that experience without social media. And I was born, I grew up with the age of social media, so it definitely helped me in this situation to move away and form new relationships. It also taught me a lot. I chose to go to a college where none of my close friends were going in high school. I didn't know anyone in Colorado Springs at the time. My plan was to go and come out of the closet, and um, it didn't happen that way. I was growing up, I've always been so afraid of being rejected by people that know me because they have expectations of me being this straight individual. And I still had that same fear with strangers. And that was a huge realization for me that it's going to be tougher to really find myself. I thought it would be easier with strangers, but there was still that fear of rejection. And so that was a huge learning experience for me, and it also made me stronger as an individual. So that's really what I remember the first 2 weeks. I remember really examining myself and noticing that, hey, this plan that I had set up is not going to go as well. Um, but it ultimately made me stronger. Some expectations that I have for myself and for our classmates is first and foremost to respect each other. We definitely don't want to ever bring anyone down or belittle them. I also think looking at the syllabus, we have some opportunities to have some really powerful dialogues um, based on some of the topics that are going to be presented. And so I think it's important that we are real with each other. And so that way we can learn from each other's realness based on of course, respect. But everyone has an opinion on a controversial topic. Everyone has opinion on a topic. Like, let's try our best not to get so scripted in our discussion boards to the point where we're not making any movement. We're just basically talking about what everyone thinks the other people want to hear. Because we won't make any progress. We won't be challenged. And so I'm excited to be challenged by my classmates and listen to their realness and to really absorb their opinions and ideas of certain topics. So, expectations from the teaching team. I really want to be challenged. I love feedback. I just don't want a grade. I want feedback for the positive and for the negative. You can't grow without knowing what your strengths are and what your weaknesses are. Um, so definitely, please give me as much feedback as possible. I can handle it. I appreciate it, and I also will never turn down some praise. So, of course, it's as much interaction as possible. It is tough online, but I am excited to hopefully build some relationships with instructors as well. Um, Even though I'm in Portland, Oregon. So, but it's still exciting. So, and I think we can do that by feedback on my work and some advice and stuff like that. Um, some challenges and support on a college campus these days. I think we've all been through the costs of higher education, and I think that's a huge challenge for many students. It's something that incoming freshmen don't think about. They want to go to the biggest university and they want to live on campus, but it's actually extremely expensive. And unless their parents are fitting the bill, many students, it can be a burden for many college students. This is their dream. How are they going to fund their dream? And so I think having a great student finance office is a huge support system for students. Having a scholarship coordinator, having someone that's really going to talk to students about student loans and student loan debt. That's those are huge support systems to help reduce that burden of the cost of higher education. Um, Also, looking at some of the videos, like for Matthew's case, he said every week he wanted to change his major. He didn't for the first year, but he wanted to. And that's how I was. I changed my major 3 times in my first semester. I lost a lot of credits that weren't going to be transferred, a lot of time, a lot of money, because I had no idea what I wanted to do with my career. I didn't actually realize that I wanted to work in student affairs until I got my first student affairs job on campus. And so I think having a career center would be a great support system for that challenge that students face of finding what they want to do and actually experiencing it. Um, so career center that's going to offer internships or at least help students paint a picture of what the degree is and where that degree can take them, the jobs that they can have. Making that a lot more interactive with incoming freshmen. So that way they don't waste money credits. I'm excited to see how students develop and learn about that because I think that also can make a huge difference in choosing a career. So I'm excited to explore those options. But I ultimately think a career center should be in charge of definitely helping students visual their career, visualize their careers with their degrees.